The last time Dennis and Devon had a super match, Dennis got so much frustrated and so much upset with Devon that he mentioned he wouldn't want to do anything in the future with Devon. And looks like he's been living by his promise, because Devon has been sending Dennis text after text after text, but Dennis simply chooses to read them and not reply at all. And this has made Devon really furious about this situation. He was already mad at Dennis for not defending the legacy hammer which he has for the left arm, and now he's even more mad. Hello arm wrestling fans, in today's video we will discuss the highlights of the Aussie arm wrestler interview with Devon LARRATT. Link will be in the description. So there are a couple of conspiracy theories being circulated about this match, and both of them have very few chances of being true. Number one is, people are saying that this super match is already confirmed for King of the Table 13 in December, and Devon is just pretending that he's trying to get this match and trying to hype it up so that Dennis agrees, when in fact this match is already confirmed and we are definitely going to see it. This probably has less than 1% or maybe less than 0.1% chances of being true, because Dennis is in no shape to compete even on the right arm, and forget about the left arm because it's injured, the shoulder is also injured. But if we look at Devon's Instagram page, he's promoting it really well, to the point which would make Engin Terzi mad, because it seems as if he has already forgotten the Oleg Petrenko East vs West 15 super match, and this is not going to go well by Engin Terzi. He's not going to like that for sure. And rightfully so, the Petrenko match is what Devon should be focused on promoting right now. Dennis knew exactly what the hammer was. I spoke to him and his friends at length. They all understood exactly what it was. So when Devon wrote that letter to Dennis back in 2018, as a good gesture I guess, he could have never guessed that years later he would need that letter to prove that the concept of the legacy hammer was well explained to Denis CYPLENKOV. When I say in the note it's your to do what you want with it, this refers to altercations and additions. Last year I also did a video on this where I took screenshots from the letter and I posted it word by word. So people are again doing that same stuff because they really want to know what was actually written in that letter. And here you can read on Devon LARRATT's Instagram story what this letter mentioned. So Denis CYPLENKOV's supporters are saying that since Devon clearly mentioned that it's Denis CYPLENKOV's hammer now and he can choose to do whatever he wants with it, so he is choosing to not defend it. What's the thing that is offending Devon and the fans of arm wrestling here? It shouldn't be that way. This is Denis CYPLENKOV's property as of now. As much as I would hate to say that, but that kind of makes sense too, because now it's CYPLENKOV's. Yes, the rightful thing to do is to defend it, but if he doesn't do that, there is nothing that we or Devon LARRATT can do about that, except for shaming him publicly, which is a very powerful move. And Dennis for sure was never shown this kind of hate ever in his career. He's one of the most loved guys in arm wrestling, and now people are just disrespecting him left, right and center. And maybe that's a good move by Devon. Maybe it is going to work to get Dennis to the table and back from the retirement after 6 years. For Dennis to in some way misinterpret this is absolute bullshit. He's a fucking thief and a fucking lying scoundrel. I don't care how good he was, he's not the champion now. Devon is having a mindset, a vision of 50 to 100 plus years for the legacy hammer. I'm not sure how they are going to include that many names in that hammer, maybe some extra metal additions to that, because otherwise that many names wouldn't fit there, maybe on the handle. But Devon was really impressed with how Michael Todd made the hammer have more significance and he made it more beautiful. This is what Dennis was also supposed to do, not just hide with it, as per Devon LARRATT. So the second conspiracy theory is, Engin Terzi obviously does not like the WL hammer, and he even prevented Devon from talking about it on his podcast. So he doesn't even like the mention of it, forget the hammer being defended at one of the East vs West events. So some people are saying that Engin is the one who's asking Denis CYPLENKOV to just hide the hammer somewhere and not defend it and not talk about it at all, because that kind of separates it from the East vs West belts. Although there is no doubt that Engin doesn't like the conversation of the hammer, but I don't think this conspiracy theory is true as well. Then Devon said something which I did not agree with in the past and not even right now. He said that in today's shape, he would beat the 2018 left arm shape of Denis CYPLENKOV, and he doesn't have too many doubts about that. I also think that many other fans do not agree with this statement, because Dennis back then was an absolute beast. He didn't lose to anyone, basically anyone. Then Devon started talking about Denis CYPLENKOV. He said that he can get geared up once again if he wants, take a couple of years for preparation, fail your kidneys once again, and he would still lose to Devon LARRATT. First Devon will beat Petrenko, then he will defeat Denis CYPLENKOV. So that's it from this video. Do you agree that Dennis should defend it, and do you think that Dennis will defend it? I think that he should, but I don't think he will. Mention your thoughts in the comment section, like the video and subscribe.